You want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
You can't handle the truth!
Well, we're giving you the Michigan Sports Truth, the show that reveals facts, truth, research, and statistics and never messes around. We lay down the entire truth about everything regarding your Detroit and Michigan sports teams, no matter if it's good or bad. No junk, no entertainment, no homerism, no coddling, no pop culture, no opinions, no shilling, and no fluff. Head over to our website at MichiganSportsTruth.com, follow us on Twitter at Michigan_Truth, and like our Facebook page, The Michigan Sports Truth. The hosts of the Michigan Sports Truth podcast do not take any suggestions or criticism from any member of its audience on how it should be run. It is up to the host to decide what they want to cover. They also do not intend to be any amount of popular in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Additionally, the views of the audience, right or wrong, do not reflect the actual truth revealed on this program.
And this is the post-game edition for Saturday, June 2nd, 2018. I'm Taylor Phillips. Follow me on Twitter at DT2Phillips. Also, listen to me on Spreaker, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts via iTunes. Listen to the show on these feeds. So, let's get down to it.
That one is long gone!
Tigers beat the Blue Jays again 7-4. Jeimer Candelario with another home run is third in the past about 5 games. That's the only thing that has impressed me. The Tigers, really, they're beating up. They're not beating up, but they are winning against a fourth place team in the American League East Division, 25-33. The Toronto Blue Jays on the Tigers' own home diamond. The Tigers are 19-12 at Comerica Park, yet they're still 9-18 on the road. The Tigers still beating easy teams. They're still just beating easy teams only at home. They've even lost to easy teams on the road, like the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins. They've lost 2 of 3 at the Texas Rangers, on the road in Arlington. They played the White Sox at Guaranteed Rate Field before. They've lost at least 1 or 2 over there on the south side of Chicago. Those road games are going to keep on coming. The Tigers cannot win every home game. Yet fans keep believing with that stupid rally goose that the Tigers can actually contend in this AL Comedy Central race. The Tigers are still 2.5. The Tigers are now down to 2.5 games back, understandably, behind the Cleveland Indians, who lost to the Twins today, 7-1. The Indians are still 30-27. The Mariners, 36-22. They're another good team the Tigers have to play. Tigers lost 3 of 4, understandably. Over there at Safeco Field a month ago, or 2 months ago, a month or 2 ago, or earlier this season, some point. Tigers still have to play the Mariners at home. Tigers are 28-30. The Mariners are 36-22. After Toronto, the Yankees and Red Sox coming up. The Yankees in a makeup doubleheader on Monday. The Yanks 37-17. The Boston Red Sox 40-19. The Tigers go to Fenway Park and face them after that Yankees makeup doubleheader. It's strange to me, like as if the Yankees and Red Sox have a battle between the division in two divisions, the AL East and the AL Wild Card. The Yankees have a three-game lead over the Seattle Mariners. The Boston Red Sox lead the division. Yankees 685 winning percentage, Boston 678 winning percentage. This is confusing here. Somebody better explain that to me. I guess I'm kind of new to this rule, this standings rule. But the point is, the Tigers and their fans need to stop getting high on them. They think with their old washed-up manager Ron Gardenhire can lead this team to an American League Central Division championship and a playoff push. Especially when the division is very weak, the AL Comedy Central. The Indians are a better team than the Tigers. The Tigers are not going to surpass them. The Tigers are still 8 games back of the wild card. They're 4 spots back of that third wild card spot, owned by the defending world champion Houston Astros, who are 37-23. You got the Angels, the Athletics, and the Rays. The Rays aren't that terrible. The Tigers are going to have to face them later this season. The Angels, Tigers are going to have to go to Anaheim and play the Los Angeles Angels at Angels Stadium. Tigers took 2 of 3, or 3 of 4 in there at home last week. But the hits are going to keep coming, and the Tigers are probably going to sink. And I hope they do, against Chris Ilitch and his family's sakes. Because Chris Ilitch, unlike his father Mike Ilitch, has no passion for sport, and he does not care. Mike used to care. Mike had the passion. Chris has neither of those things. No regard for the sport, no passion whatsoever. Same 2 teams go at it tomorrow at 1:10. Tigers and Blue Jays at Comerica Park before the Yankees doubleheader, and then the Tigers go to Fenway, play the Red Sox in Boston, Beantown. So that's Tigers talk.
Left sideline 3, and he answers.
In other news, the Pistons have interviewed former Milwaukee Bucks head coach Jason Kidd for the head coaching position. But seriously, the best choice for the head coach is Dwayne Casey. Of course you got this orderly 3-step process the Pistons have to go through. They have to interview first, and then the 3-step process. They have to hire the team president, they have to hire a team president, number one. Number two, to hire a general manager. And then number three, the head coach, which is hopefully Dwayne Casey. Unless Jeff Moss tells me otherwise. So there are no segments. Sorry, this is very late. Lewis will be back later today at about 6 p.m. unless I'm having dinner at that time. So, on behalf of Lewis Tenor, I'm Taylor Phillips. Before I sign off, I want to remind everyone to share this episode and our entire podcast on social media and have their friends share that as well, because I want to tell them the Michigan Sports Truth podcast is in search of a wider audience that is fans of sports and our teams in the state of Michigan. So please spread the word about the Michigan Sports Truth podcast on Spreaker, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts via iTunes, its Facebook page, The Michigan Sports Truth, and its Twitter handle at Michigan_Truth. I'm Taylor Phillips. Follow me on Twitter at DT2Phillips. Talk to you again tomorrow at 6 or later. TTFN, ta-ta for now.
The hosts of the Michigan Sports Truth podcast do not take any suggestions or criticism from any member of its audience on how it should be run. It is up to the host to decide what they want to cover. They also do not intend to be any amount of popular in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Additionally, the views of the audience, right or wrong, do not reflect the actual truth revealed on this program.
Mission complete.